the entire time
Yeah.
unless you really go up there. So this is okay staying right here, and it should just every now and then go into the
Yeah,
yellow.
definitely don't want it to go to red.
Okay.
But you want to hang around right at the top of the green, maybe to the little bit of yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it means also that like this is someone who's aware that we need to speak into the microphone, and so for everyone else.
That's a touchy microphone. Yeah, you would definitely want to adjust that accordingly. But again, that's only coming here. That's not going to the soundboard. Then yeah, you would definitely have to adjust that accordingly there. And you want to figure out what that level is based on what you're getting. Latch or level. But see, but that's another adjustment that you have to worry about. Like, I would almost want to take that microphone because I feel like that's coming straight from there to here, but all their sound is coming in through here, then stuff going around, then going out, and then coming here. So it's like two different, granted, it's milliseconds, microseconds of difference of audio input from that microphone to these microphones. So it seems like you want to incorporate that camera microphone into your soundboard. So when you amplify, you just bring it up in the soundboard.
That would be ideal.
And your setting then will never have to be adjusted and messed with on there. You just know, because normally you have a sound guy and a video guy now, right? So you don't have to worry about trying to get it back.
And it's I guess maybe we need to figure out how to do that. I know that there'll probably just be, I don't think there's an outlet. I'm not sure.
Well, let's take a look at it. But we have the same type of microphone on our station in camera as well.
Okay.
And we have, because this is a little guy, and it just plugs into the camera, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately for that, you kind of have to take, looks like, is it HDMI?
Yeah. And so it goes into the ATEM and then it'll sync it together,
So you can't do much about that. Now you could replace that microphone with the similar microphones that for that specific purpose that you probably just attach to maybe just the ceiling here, or put it on microphone stands.
I don't know how good it is, but on Amazon I found some Behringer C32s. They're like, people said, good for like live recording and for vocals.
It's probably the same ones I have.
Okay.
Let me see.
They're like $50 and there's a pair of them. And so I thought about buying it myself just to see how good it was. And we just have to get XLR cables into the, and then I would use that as the quiet, what this one is doing.
Okay.
Yeah. But it seems like I'd have to get it so that they're on either side versus having them on the same stand and angling it. It'd be better to put them up a couple feet apart.
I
No,
think
we're about like the sight lines. Usually people are sitting here, and here is really the only place that people aren't
yeah, I
sitting.
think with those, because this one, where it sits, it does a good job of picking up
Okay.
the choir.
Okay.
That's what I would say. The easiest thing, I don't know if you can even, no, putting it on top of this thing probably not even going to do a job. But if you were to, let's say, hang it or attach it to the, right here, and just angle and point it there, and do the same thing on there, so you have two microphones facing, aiming, to about the center here. So, just two mics.
Okay.
That way it's not, it's unobtrusive, it's not in the way of people kicking it. It should be sufficient. Now, there are those things called shotgun microphones, but I never played with those, that you could put all the way back there above the TV and aim directly down the middle, but
Yeah,
that's a
I
bit
thought
much.
about that too.
Okay.
That tiny, microscope.
Yeah.
Microphone that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. They're
Yeah,
quite
microphone.
mics, basically, yeah.
Microphone that you connect to it like a wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
No, not in this case. I'm talking about the microphones he was looking into, basically same type of mic like this, or the live recorder studio, like the ones you saw that I had, they're shaped like that you can hang, because those only pick up sound in front of it with about that kind of an angle, sound pickup. That way they won't pick up things behind it. Shotgun microphones are very directional. They call it shotgun because it's kind of a spy microphone, like I just point in that direction, that's the only sound it picks up, not on either side of it. It's very like focused beam of sound pickup. The choir mics you're talking about, which you probably could do, but to hang it, you would have to get a lift in here to get high enough, because you would have to attach it from the beam somewhere around here, and it'll just hang with just a skinny little wire that'll hang a point. You can do that too. I mean, that's I've seen that done in churches. I've seen it done at Andrews University in their Harvard Zoc Performance Center. They actually have two wires coming down right in front of the stage, and they have another kind of pulling it back a little bit. And it's just a kind of flat blade with microphones, and it seems to be normal.
Yeah.
I mean, that would probably be the best as far as choir pickup, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get a lift in here, you gotta get up there to do it.
It's kind of in the sight lines, so when you're looking at it, you'll see them hanging.
Yeah.
So I tend to opt for things that keep this area kind of clear.
Clutter-free, yep.
Just so.
That's why I don't like hanging the microphones like I did for the concert. Because I put a little fishing line between 2 points and then run the wire down to pick up wire. It kind of doesn't look good. Or you have to try zooming close enough on the shot so you don't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so that's probably getting a microphone like that or anything that's a directional microphone
Okay.
and hanging it from here. That way you can just run your cable up and over.
Okay.
I don't know about from over there how you would get around coming to this side.
Yeah. Oh, so in through there, and then behind all the chairs.
Behind all the chairs,
and there's a door in the back that's open like this area. You go up through and then down to the room.
Yeah,
so, it's a long.
At my church we ran a snake. And a snake is just a piece of cable that runs a whole bunch of channels.
Okay.
So like you have a box
Yeah.
there, and
I
then
see.
there's the one cable that's about this thick that runs all the way to
I
where
see.
you are, and everything plugs in. But that simplifies as far as running multiple
I see.
cables. It's already one big lump of cables together in one cable, and you can feed it through.
I see.
The other option you can do, but it only limits you, at least the ones I bought, is 4 channels, is running it over a network. But it's not like you plug it into your network router here, but it runs off of Cat 5, Cat 6 cable.
Okay.
And you have to buy a specific thing.
Yeah.
Because you have a box on either end that your Cat 6 plugs into with usually 4 channels. And you can do that, but so you just have to run one Cat 5 cable
Gotcha.
instead of multiple. So because you have 1, 2 wired, correct?
Yes.
And you have
Then we have one for the keyboard. He's
Yeah, so
usually one
one,
over
two.
here,
Yeah.
and then that's coming in. That's this one right here.
Yeah. So you have two over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's another option. Or if
Once
you're
we're
okay
here,
with what you have as
could
far as
you-
cables goes, then you just,
Can you help me with the keyboard setup too quickly? Well, I have everyone, my team here, right?
The mics that you were talking about that you had for the bells up
Yeah.
in the front, would it have to be pretty high up, or?
well, I mean, generally speaking, with those, you want to put, I mean, I had him sitting about this high,
Okay.
and obviously our stage goes a little bit higher, but even with it being higher with all the instruments, it still has enough, because the pickup is more like this, the directional is more this way and not over the top.
Okay.
So, I mean, even if you, what were you thinking, like putting it here?
Yeah, but like also, yeah, it's
I mean, you
ambitious.
can. Again, that would be specifically only for your live stream.
Okay.
Because I don't
That's
think you
true.
putting those in front of these speakers, you feedback is just gonna be
Okay.
crazy.
I see.
Oh, I know this keyboard.
You remember this guy, right?
Yeah.
When he went to Akron, yeah, the concert. Yeah.
But, you know, when we plugged it into the sound system, when he brought it down, we fed it into a rec box, like I said.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with quarter inch, especially with the keyboard, like
Okay.
you heard now. It just, I think with the XLR, you know, this is the XLR type plug-in. It's, you can get shielded stuff that prevents any kind of interference. But I think it generally does, I don't think it, that was-
I don't know how it sounds during live stream.
I see. It sounds good.
sounds good.
I usually don't have any problem with the piano.
With the piano,
Yeah.
okay,
It's
perfect.
all about balancing everyone else around it.
Any instrument that plugs in, my keyboard, it's never gonna feedback.
Yeah.
Right.
Even my acoustic electric guitar has a built-in pickup, but there's no feedback. Because it's, unless I really crank up the gain, then it might actually pick up.
I see. Yeah, and you see, it sounds great here too in the sanctuary. And so for the keyboard, for the instruments,
Yeah.
with the exception of the violin, I think it's just a matter of the pickup that she's using.
That may be a pickup too.
Electric,
So what you might have to do with that is just put a microphone, put a stand, put it right into the violin.
Yeah, that's typically what we're doing, but then it means less mics for those that are doing worship too. So we plan to buy some more. We just need kind of like
the speaker, you're going to get everything. But one way you can eliminate that is you have this own little speaker. That's what Pastor's wife does when she plays a keyboard. She puts a speaker on the floor in front of her. She can hear the keyboard. Just the keyboard. So that's one thing they
Which
do.
one is that?
Pastor's wife, Jan Levin,
Uh-huh.
when she leads song service, she brings her keyboard out, and
Yeah, so you guys can hear yourselves
Oh, I mean,
without having to invest in them.
so what?
Uh-huh.
So she plugs in just like you guys. Well, I mean, she plugs in both in the right and the left direct box to the sound system, but then she also puts a speaker on the floor
Okay,
that she projects at herself so she can hear.
I see.
Now, I think
Do we have extra cord like this one?
Yeah, it's just about the length. It depends on you want from here back into, yeah.
Can we try, because if I want to like double it and see,
But isn't one left and right and the other one just,
yeah. So what he's doing, that's sufficient. Plugging in another one and just
yeah,
it's just another channel to take up, but this one does both. And you don't have, because I'm pretty sure you only have one channel going to the amplifier that goes to the speakers.
yeah.
So it's not like you have a left and a right to pan between
yeah.
left and right. So plugging an additional one is not necessary. It's not gonna really change anything. But why would you want another one?
I think it increase the power of it.
It increases the power.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
he
We
likes-
were
he
just
likes-
talking about that.
I told him that you like bass.
He
you
likes
like
to
the-
blast it.
Yeah, like,
But you can't blast it, then you can't hear the people singing.
no, like, okay, so it depends on what kind of song that the people or the choir is performing, right? Some of the songs, you need, so if the sound is heavy, it fills the atmosphere, the entire church, and it gives you some sense of, I don't know, appreciation.
Yeah. So I don't know if was it Roland the song
Yeah,
that
the
you got
amplifier.
the amplifier. He had it very huge and it really reverberated throughout the church. And so I understand
That's
that
what he's trying to do?
Yes, yeah. But we might have to either bring the ones that we have down or invest in another one to get that kind of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another subwoofer. Actually, I sent, the proposal that I sent to you.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know if you can still, I can show you. There are some speakers that include stage monitors, and then subwoofer, and then the amplifier that he was talking, the Roland amplifier.
So you're not really concerned about hearing yourself per se, you just want it.
I want the effect.
Powerful
Yeah,
out
the
here.
powerful. Yeah, for the. Yeah.
Well, again, plugging in another line going to the